Welcome to the Natural Way of Being video blog. I'm Michael Hoffman. And in my psychotherapy practice here in Ashland, Oregon, I've been doing a lot of couples therapy. And I've been doing a lot of individual therapy with people with relationship challenges or even just wanting to have more intimacy in their relationships. And one of the things I really invite clients to do is to speak in terms of using I statements. So it's saying that I think and I feel and I need and I would like it if you would, etc. Rather than you need to do this or you are this way, which is more, it tends to evoke more defensiveness because I'm telling someone what they need to do. I'm telling someone how they are. Which is, and so when we bring it back to I statements, and I even like better than even I statements, I like, first person, because first person is more like, it's a literary voice, a writing voice. First person is more like, it's more of a perspective. It's like saying, it's owning the whole perspective. This is my truth. This is my opinion. Okay, this is what I think. One of the Native American expressions I really like, when a lot of times when they speak their truth, they'll say, this is how I see it. So they're owning it like, this is my truth, and I'm offering my truth to you. That's just so powerful, right? Because it's like, it's saying, this is my truth, and this is how I see it, and this is my I'm offering my truth to you as a gift. Okay, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't assume this whole first perspective, the way the natives say it, the whole first person, the whole I statement thing. It doesn't presume that my truth is the truth, that my truth is the absolute truth, or that my truth is best for you, or that you should follow my truth, which is very arrogant and it really gets into another thing that is a tendency for like us to project our stuff onto other people, and so it's like if I say I'll put some of this together. So it's like if I say you're too sensitive, so that's not using an I statement. It's not first person, it's second person. Okay, so it's telling you what to do. It's telling how you are in this case. You are too sensitive. And so my thing is, it's not even really honest or true. I'm not saying you are too sensitive because what is my intention when I say that? I guess is the best way I'd want to say it. What am I saying? It might be more accurate to say, it might be more honest to just say, I'm not comfortable with how sensitive you are. Okay? So it's because, see what it's like, I say you're too sensitive. I'm taking my issue and I'm making it your issue. You see, I'm projecting my issue onto you. And then what usually, when you do that, other people feel more defensive. It's like, who are you to say that I'm too sensitive? And rightfully so. I mean, if someone said that to me, I'd probably say something like that. So, this is a way that we can speak more honestly. Now it is more vulnerable, right? It's like, because it's saying, it's being more honest. It's like, this is what I would like. We also have a difficult time asking for what we need. And it's just like, well, if you did this and this and this, and then did this, it's not as vulnerable of saying like, I need this, or I would like this from you. I was hoping you could do this for me. It's more direct. It's more honest. And rather than saying you need to do this and blah, 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 it's owning what you really want. Like, it's being honest with what your intention really is. Like, why am I saying this to this person? And then I start using you and they and, he and she and all this. It's like, why am I saying this? It's like, it's first of all looking at it myself. It's like, this is my thing. and it's my issue. It's my truth, and therefore I need to be more honest. I would like it. I was wondering if you could do me a favor. I was wondering if you could help me out. I was wondering if, you could be less loud when you practice your musical instrument or whatever else. It's not saying you need to like tone that down. It's bringing you into it. And it's so much more in your power as well. It's like, this is how I see it. And it really has to get down to, though, is stepping back from your truth being the right truth. It's like, just realize you worked hard for your truth, okay? And it's like, but realize it's your truth and it's true for you right now. And if you think about it, your truth evolves, okay? So I thought my truth was, the true truth of my truth was 20 years ago. Now on that same issue, the way I view trust is now I have a new truth, a deeper truth about trust. Well, does that mean, I guess my truth, my view on trust 20 years ago, my truth about trust 20 years ago was not the absolute truth, because now I feel like that my truth about trust is even truer than then. And then that would suggest maybe there's another one that will be even truer yet. So it's like just owning, like not to take anything away from your truth. It's powerful. Own your truth, but just keep it applied to you and own it and speak about it as if your truth. It's your perspective. It's how I see it. And so then when you offer it to people, it's a true gift, because I'm not asking anything from them. I'm not telling them to do anything. I'm just offering how I see it. I'm offering my truth. So anyway, that's the invitation in your in your couples, in your intimate relationship, your love relationships with your son, with your parents, with your friends. The way, if you just start catching yourself when you start saying you, it almost sometimes feels like this omniscient view. Like a lot of people, when they have they have spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs, again, they find these truths and they might resonate with this universal truth, or like a commandment or whatever, or something the Buddha said. It's like, and that's great. But it gets to be, when we start spouting these truths, it gets to be like this, in theater, they'd call it like an omniscient view, like a godly view. Like I'm saying, this is the way God sees it, and this is the way you should see it. Rather than, it's just so arrogant to say that, and it causes so much division. Rather, it's just like, just be proud that it's your truth. And it's like, I really relate to the blah, blah, blah commandment. I really love how the Buddha said this. That's just so true for me right now. See, so that leaves it open for you to have your truth. And you can say back, oh, I like that too. Or I even like this better by the Buddha. See, it leaves the door open, because it's just saying, this is how I see it. So anyway, I think I'm being a bit redundant around now, so I'm going to call it good for this video blog. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really good, next couple of weeks or so until I talk to you again. And maybe just start by noticing, like, how do you speak? Do you speak a lot with I? Do you speak with you? Do you speak like you should do this? And not to beat yourself up, but just maybe to invite yourself, how could I own that more? How could I say it in an I statement? How can I use my first person perspective and say it in a way and say it, own it as my truth and offer it that way, so they get less defensive and I'm being more honest. And of course, that means I'm going to feel a little more vulnerable, which is maybe why we started doing it to start with. So anyway, I will see you soon. Goodbye.